opponent across the ring, the interim WBC title holder on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red camouflage trunks, fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Phoenix, Arizona. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 174.2 pounds, undefeated in his tremendous campaign with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 24 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is one of the popular stars of boxing today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard-hitting two-time WBC middleweight world champion and the current undefeated reigning interim WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the Mexican monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez. Once again, our referee in charge is Thomas Taylor, now to give instructions.
Okay, coaches, everything on the white here is going to be good up. Everything underneath the silver letters and up is going to be good. Gentlemen, you got some very detailed instructions in the back. I want to remind you, protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. David, touch them up. Back to your corner.
Referee Thomas Taylor refereeing his first David Morrell fight. Refereeing his fourth David Benavidez fight, his third consecutive Benavidez fight. Benavidez didn't want to touch gloves, but he's ready
the better
to
refs.
touch up David Morrell, and Morrell ready to do the same. Shot at undisputed light heavyweight glory goes to the victor. This is round number 1.
Ever since this fight was announced, Morrell has not hesitated to poke the bear, or maybe we should say poke the monster. We're about to find out whether you need to be careful what you ask for, because Benavidez is here.
Yeah, when you got that much power, believe me, you got the confidence in you, and that's Morrell.
The relentless powerhouse that is David Benavidez. The Cuban sharpshooter with ruthless precision, that is David Morrell. No matter how you look at this fight, it is an incredible matchup. And what a way to usher in the new year of PBC on pay-per-view. Benavidez walking down Morrell. Morrell, the southpaw. Benavidez has defeated Demetrius Andrade and Dennis Duglin. He says he loves facing lefties. He hasn't faced a southpaw like David Morrell.
Certainly not somebody with the speed, explosiveness, and variety of offense that Morrell brings to the table.
And the athleticism.
No question.
Yeah, but, I mean, if there's something that Benavidez does well, is adjusting to any style. And we've seen that through Andre, Caleb Plant, this last fight.
Nice combination already by Benavidez, known for putting together multiple punch combinations. Has been a bit of a deliberate starter in his recent fights, but always comes on strong in the second half. But Morrell has an opportunity here in the early going to bank some rounds with that Cuban boxing pedigree.
In theory, but this is a fast start for Benavidez, who's taking it right to Morrell as they meet in the center of the ring here. When Benavidez makes that adjustment mid-fight, it hasn't gone well for his opponents.
Well, Morrell already throwing twice as many punches as Benavidez here in the first round. So great start by Morrell.
Certainly see the physical shape that Morrell's in for this fight.
Utilizing the real estate already after utilizing that footwork, the body changing levels, good defense. There's that body shot from Benavidez.
Great, really good defense from Morrell, closing up the gap, closing up the guard, moving to the side angles.
And of course, Benavidez also known for his underrated defense. Loves to be in close square out that high guard. But now Benavidez sitting down on his punches, ruthlessly attacking Morrell's body.
And we know Benavidez, once he gets those combinations going, there's no stopping him.
Just ask Porky Medina.
What was it, like a 20-punch combination?
All right, got a snipe, man. You got a counter.
Combination knockout of boxing history.
Couple of right hooks by Morrell.
That's
got a nasty right hook. Also a nasty jab, and there it is. Follows up with the left hand. And these two promise to bring it.
All right, can
it already here in round number 1.
Good start.
Morrell.
Great combination for Benavidez. Ooh, that was the sneak.
He moved Benavidez at the end of the round, though.
Pulled Morrell's left hand. Look at that. And he got away with that. And then we talk about experience, and that's a move of experienced fighter right there.
Morrell criticized Benavidez by saying,
I was gonna say,
RoboCop. I'm wondering, was it the Peter Weller or Joel
Benavidez.
version? Benavidez saying, yeah, you can call
Do
me
it.
RoboCop. Everyone does. And then after the fight, they changed their tune because, yes, he squares up in front of you.
Close
But
up, but-
Benavidez is right in front of you because he's got underrated defense in close, able to use that
Deadlight.
to parry, block, and freeze.
I gotta wonder whether Morrell's ever actually seen RoboCop. Spoiler alert: the robot does well in that one. We're definitely continuing to see this fast start from Benavidez.
But again, and I agree, but Morrell also showcasing
Yeah, he did.
what brought him to the gas, right there.
Good counter shot with his back to the ropes.
And he's an incredible counter puncher. And again, you think about Cuban boxing, you think about that amateur pedigree, the slick footwork,
Oh.
the jabs, the sweet sides. He brings all of that and explosive power.
Yeah, definitely explosive power. So accurate with that left, Morrell. I mean, again, we keep mentioning the power. You know, Benavidez already took a couple of left hands, but
Morrell goes to the body with the left hand and turns and uses the angle. That's something that we don't see a lot from Benavidez, the plodding footwork. But again, serves him well in his strategy. And there, uppercut by Benavidez on the inside.
what's he doing on ropes? Huh?
Morrell shook his
Put
head, but
himself
he
there.
tasted the power on that sequence.
yeah, definitely.
Him taking breaks, you know?
Doesn't just put pressure on you. He drowns you with that pressure, David Benavidez. Look where he's at.
Nice right uppercut and right hook on the inside by Morrell.
I'll tell you what, Morrell might have the quicker feet, the slicker boxer, but he's standing in front of Benavidez and he's willing to trade.
Just like Fedor Emelianenko in MMA.
Eat right hand, body shot.
Benavidez, a highly effective weapon. We just saw him
Just
split
going
Morrell's
off.
guard, backing Morrell up to the ropes. But Morrell, highly
Either.
IQ, able to pivot away, reset in the center of the ring.
Asking myself.
We also saw a big right hand to the body from Benavidez in that sequence, and he told us
big
this
red
information.
welt.
He thinks the body work is going to be
Morrell's
his ticket to get
shoulder.
the knockout in the second half of this fight.
Nice
Shoulder,
right hook
shoulder
by
blade.
Benavidez
Oh.
behind the guard of Morrell. Now Morrell's turn to fight back.
Benavidez loads up, right? Doesn't up his shit
Benavidez
right.
did go down in
Heavy.
the 12th and final round of his first win over Ronald Gabriel. More of an off-balance counter shot, but has shown a durable chin since then.
Was a
And
little
David
bit
Morrell, the same
happier
thing has
to win.
proven. He's got whiskers as well, and is really not safe for the fight.
Happier.
Kalanji's last fight. I mean, David Morrell is 11-0 with 9 KOs for a reason.
It's hard to remember any single rounds he's
Loading
had
up.
that's been so dominant.
And what a great effort by both fighters here. World
Really hands possessed
championship level fighting.
by this boxing.
And there Morrell putting on a show with
But just
Benavidez.
piled on.
Keep it going.
Morrell landing that left hand. He landed it a couple of times straight
Issues.
left hand. Right in the chin.
Benavidez
David
was at
Benavidez.
super middleweight,
Benavidez taking it
the
well.
back
And
foot
again, Benavidez getting away with that punch.
ends up on the
Throwing
ropes.
his left hand down and landing
You know what I
his
mean? An hands fighter, really. And
Both fighters really starting to establish already.
Now at light heavyweight, he's trying to be a puncher.
Morrell.
loading up. He doesn't look good on the defensive. He was never even at middleweight. Little vulnerable.
Defense right there from Benavidez.
That's straight back like his brother.
Straight back in with the high guard.
This is round 3, scheduled for 12. The winner puts himself in the
Follow him out.
face the victor
Punches.
of the rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol for the
That's what I remember from Benavidez at super middleweight.
Feels Bivol did enough
On the
to win
ropes.
the first fight. He picks him to win the rematch, and now here Benavidez and Morrell.
Oh, that was a beautiful counter uppercut
The showmanship, the gamesmanship.
by Morrell. Just hit him with a right hand uppercut as a counter touch. Hands down, everything like that in the pocket. Morrell's counter punch.
Great stuff already. Two of the most avoided fighters in the game. They look
Oh,
at each other
Morrell's
and
having
said,
fun.
Let's do it. Let's go through each other to get to where we want to go. That's boxing. That's what you're
Up top.
for.
Excuse me. Great stuff. Morrell is finding a footing.
And now we're hearing chants of Cuba, and then Benavidez' fan base trying to drown them out with boos. An electric atmosphere here at T-Mobile Arena. First major main event of the new calendar year, and Benavidez and Morrell already delivering.
Not sure about that fact by
Benavidez saying, bring it
Morrell.
on, let's go.
Yeah, waited a little bit too long there, but now here comes David Benavidez.
Well, can't.
Combinations of Benavidez. Morrell
I just wonder about his mentality. Because when Benavidez kind of ramps up and kind of predict the future, I feel. What I mean, Morrell looks a little bit more.
Now, imagine if this happened on a monthly basis in the sport of boxing, where we would be in the reaching the laurels because this is exactly what the fans want. And you know what? Not all fighters.
Oh, that was a.
To them. You know, the big money contracts, the legacies, but you want to leave an impact on the sport. These are the types of fights you need to take, and take them when you're in your physical prime. Don't let them overly marinate.
It's all about daring to be great, and both of these fighters are doing that right now.
Just landing clean on it.
And Morrell now putting on, again, trying to disrupt Benavidez' rhythm. Benavidez.
That's his best bet, I feel.
Good head movement there, avoiding the shot. Morrell took some steam off that punch. Misses with the left hook. But it's the pressure of
Movement.
Benavidez.
Know what I mean? More Bernard Hopkins than Sugar Ray Leonard. Little steps, counter punch. Benavidez
Round
definitely
number
is
4.
on track.
And immediately
One track minded.
Great job by Morrell, double right hook, and that right hook of his is one of his key weapons. The left hook, of course, of Benavidez, a key weapon, but that lead right hand is also a key weapon for Benavidez.
Believe everything's a key.
Actually, I said he was a back foot fighter, which he wasn't. But he had more hand speed.
Wow, what a left hand by Morrell, and here comes Benavidez.
Yeah.
The light heavyweight division throughout history has been the scene of some of the most intense
It's not
rivalries, some of
much.
the biggest grudge matches. Benavidez and Morrell
That shit has got come.
delivering.
He threw the gut.
See a little abrasion above the left eye of Benavidez right now. Something to watch closely.
It's from the right left hook from I'm sorry from
They're fighting. We are fighters. What do we got? Young fighters on the line. Beat is going to the body.
Never have.
Hinging up,
To answer your question,
body, body.
How long Morrell can keep up fighting Benavidez
As I'm wearing a-
in close range against the ropes.
yeah.
Left hook to the body by Benavidez. The jab from the southpaw, uppercut on the inside by Morrell. They're taking turns. Give and take, the ebb and flow.
Oh, that body shot.
High-level boxing main event.
Talk about breaking down a fighter.
And this is what he does. He brings the pressure systematically, breaks him down, but Morrell's still there, throwing punches.
Need to talk
This is the
less.
first half of the fight, but Benavidez already going downhill with the pressure. Big power shots at close range.
Benavidez known for breaking down his opponents, winning wars of attrition, the accumulation where going in, many thought that Morrell had the more explosive shot-for-shot power. But Benavidez
Still feigning losing.
Morrell
Yes.
fighting back.
Yeah, he's fighting back, but he's not doing what he's supposed to do, Morrell. He's not moving laterally. He's
Talking.
moving straight back, and that's where Benavidez getting the advantage and landing those.
Shut up.
Much better
Don't say.
start for David Benavidez, Brian. As we have mentioned, those deliberate starts. He's on a heater here right now.
He made sure he's not going to actively give away rounds early on. He's going to put that pressure on.
And after we're seeing the defense, a more improved the head movement, the upper body movement, sitting down with the left hook. David Benavidez.
Yeah, he listened to the corner. They told him about the head movement. High dog, get in there.
Oh!
He did get clipped. And now Morrell trying to fight back. Benavidez though.
Put it on him.
Benavidez is not
Oh.
going to hold. He's going to
Oh.
through it.
Yeah, Benavidez fought himself out of the.
Morrell's doing what
Bro, I
he's
gotta be careful here. Bro, I can't like he's punched out, it looks like. That looks punched out here.
Time is going to run out, but
Bro, it's gassing.
here in the first, and here comes Benavidez. Oh my, what a fight!
And you're going to see that straight right hand from David Benavidez. Perfectly placed right
What
between
about
that
Morrell's
guard.
jab?
And a beautiful combination from David again.
Knocked him with a jab, Morrell did.
Uppercut 1, 2, 3. But then
Yeah.
guess what? Guess what?
Jab.
The left. Oh no, it was a left. A right hook.
The right jab it was. A right jab.
Wow.
A short shot, but you
A
see
jolt.
it on the chin.
And in that dramatic fourth round. Both fighters landing their fight highs.
I know when I see a jog.
Benavidez 30 of 65 for Morrell, 22 of 61. And here is round number 5. Benavidez backing Morrell up. Again, Morrell forced to fight off his back foot, which, again, coming from the Cuban school of boxing, we know is proficient at. But the pressure of David Benavidez is something he's never seen before. And, hey, our unofficial score, Larry Hazard, has it deadlocked at 38 apiece. So, very, very intense battle and just as competitive and exciting as we had hoped.
Each time it looks like Morrell may be on the verge of succumbing to the pressure of Benavidez. He lands one of those something big, explosive counter shots from a weird angle. He's still giving Benavidez something to look at here. With
lead right hook by Morrell lands. Jab misses, another miss. There's Benavidez slipping these shots. Subtle head movement. Remember, early in his career, that head remained on center line. And after, when you talk about remaining on center, that's where you're in the danger zone.
In the danger zone, and that's what happened in the last round. Benavidez, you got to move that head. You got to clip. You can't do that against a power puncher like Morrell. The pressure's good for David Benavidez. The aggression, the volume, but it's just the head movement.
Gabriel on the front of Morrell's trunks. He's fighting for more than just his pride, his legacy. He's fighting for his family, including his son, Gabriel Benavidez. Of course, earlier we saw him enter the arena with his family, including his 3-year-old baby, Anthony, who's already a big deal on Instagram, showcasing his skills as a prize fighter. A minute left here in the 5th. And now Benavidez on the ropes win again. You don't want to be, and there's a nice counter left hook upstairs by Benavidez, goes downstairs, rips a left to the body.
That was smart from David right there, Benavidez.
And Morrell comes back. Level change by Morrell, gets clipped.
Well, get away with.
You know, the biggest question we had coming in, for as dynamic as Morrell is,
nothing on his punches anymore.
To stand at this range and trade with Benavidez. So far,
Andre did well a couple of rounds, right?
Against a bully like the Monster.
Yeah, and you just got
Morrell's concentration is waning. Oh, body shot. He's gonna get stopped on body shot. I'm calling it right now.
And he is doubled up. Total connects to the body, outlanding Morrell.
No, over. Oh, he's hurt to the body. He's badly hurt to the body. He's badly hurt to the body.
Not to mention that short right hand at close range.
Well, these little uppercuts that Morrell attempts in the pocket.
Caught that punch, catch, and shoot.
It might be his downfall, but at least he's hunting.
Perfectly
You know what I mean?
for David Benavidez.
Going out.
Light heavyweight boxing has seen some of the most intense rivalries and grudge matches in the sport's history. Archie Moore versus Joey Maxim, Matthew Saad Muhammad versus Marvin Johnson, Roy Jones Jr. versus Antonio Tarver, Michael Spinks versus Dwight Muhammad Kawhi. You want me to keep going? Well, David Benavidez.
Great fights usually one fighter broke.
And they're off to a fantastic start.
These two Davids are already giving us
That
our
makes
two
them
favorite
fight.
things, ebbs and flows in this boxing match.
Dangerous.
They're taking turns getting off their shots, but right now Benavidez succeeding at putting Morrell in the corner.
And it's a big Andre Ward guy. Got to bring up Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward as part of that.
And what true champions do, they get off the deck and handle their business.
This is round number 6. Morrell again on the back foot more than we have ever seen him thus far in his career against the guy who is known for relentless pressure. I guess it shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, although maybe we'd like to see more of Morrell's footwork. Yeah. Using the angles to escape out of the line of fire. He is stuck in right now.
Yeah, but still so dangerous. Morrell on his back
not the biggest punch.
As we know, he's got great
That's saving Morrell right now. Body shots.
How much bullying, though, can Morrell deal with? That's going to be the equation he's going to have to watch closely, especially if he's going to allow Benavidez to operate at this space.
Benavidez continues to attack the body with
on the guard, though. Not a puncher.
And has Morrell now with that.
There you go.
Peekaboo guard.
There you
Morrell
go.
not throwing back and gets clipped with the left hook. The guard
God.
to be porous. That left
Oh my God.
Morrell backs him up. And
I mean, eventually, that.
David Benavidez putting on a clinic, and Morrell needs to find a way to slow Benavidez down. Now Morrell
Morrell is a little too comfortable eating, but still.
incredible stuff.
There's nothing on the shots now. All these body punches, man, they're added up.
We're in Vegas.
Oh, Morrell's legs don't
And
look
they are all in, my friends.
Morrell's legs are gone. Crying. Valiant.
Changing levels, but got clipped. And you're right, now it's Morrell that's putting the pressure on Benavidez.
That's good scouting from Benavidez' team right there.
Oh, another uppercut.
Knowing Morrell often changes levels with dip down to explode.
Pose.
Good timing there, but man, Morrell, like Abner said, beginning to
Tired
push
pose.
Benavidez back a bit, but Benavidez throwing those uppercuts and landing and missing with that left hook to the body.
Yeah, he's going to entertain you with those uppercuts, and believe it or not, sooner or later he's going to switch it to a hook.
Morrell, beautiful bobbing and weaving, lands that lead right hook, curls it around the guard of Benavidez. Benavidez again with the lead right hand.
I need
to
to
the
stop
body.
it.
Final 10 seconds of the first half
Don't fall.
of what has
Watch
been
him fight.
a terrific matchup as we expected again. Benavidez unloading uppercuts. Morrell backpedaling.
Great stuff.
About the uppercut that the corner wants from David Benavidez. Here it is. Beautiful inside uppercut, sneaky uppercut. Almost seemed like he was trying to go for the body and just switched it on the air.
Interesting. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sharp uppercut.
How about Benavidez looking into the camera? I think he said
something.
You're in El Monstro's world. And that's something that he was telling Morrell.
You're right. And you look at the CompuBox stats here as we begin the second half of this 12-round tilt. Morrell has thrown, well, now they're even at 283 each in terms of punches thrown, but Benavidez has landed 110 total punches compared to just
Like, can put someone up. Like,
you would think you'd be a little bit more cautious after being clipped like David Benavidez was, but no, he's being the ferocious, the monster that he always is, putting that pressure. I mean, he took that punch really well.
And Benavidez amongst the CompuBox leaders in terms of power,
heavy hand.
punch connection percentage. He's landing
Like his speed would get him a knockout.
Power punches here thus far tonight, which is sensational as he goes back to the body and misses with the engine left hook upstairs.
Benavidez lets all the power go on these hooks to the body.
Solid, yeah. A little polo punch for sure to the body.
And Benavidez has already landed more power punches than any previous Morrell opponent.
That's the thing, we're not used to seeing Morrell get hit on the regular through 11 pro fights. He's dealing well with the power,
yes,
but the volume is starting to really pick up round by round for Benavidez.
And you look at the body shots landed round by round, and it's all a monster.
I like what David Benavidez did right there. He took a little side step and tried to get that uppercut in.
And get through. God.
Left hand right down the middle by Morrell. Morrell with those level changes, as Abner and I mentioned, needs to be careful.
Big deep breath there from Morrell after that body shot.
Yeah,
his hands go neither.
Benavidez hands a little lower, used to having that high peekaboo guard, but maybe setting the trap potentially to set up a counter opportunity. You have to be careful. Under minute left in the seventh. Nice combination from Morrell.
Morrell's got to be careful.
Right hand by Morrell.
Yes,
he does.
Both guys.
Both guys.
Especially Benavidez. There, he usually goes automatically back to the high guard. Now trying to do so, which of course can open up.
Gotta respect Morrell.
Man, those uppercuts by Benavidez.
He's such an anomaly, Benavidez, in boxing. He's a bully who's got some of the best plus-minus numbers in terms of efficiency and defense in this sport. Maybe it's his offense is his best defense, but he's very responsible for being such a big puncher who looks to walk you down.
Stands right in front of you. You're right. Both going to the body. Well, missing with that left.
Morrell is always missing. Taking these belts.
Let me see it.
A Morrell opponent has never landed more than 16 power shots in a round against him. Benavidez has done just that in 2 of the last 4 rounds. As we begin round number 8.
Yeah,
and Benavidez again continues to march forward. Morrell backing up.
Even though the corner Morrell told him it's your turn to push Benavidez back. Easier said than done. But then again, I think if Morrell starts pushing Benavidez back, I think he's going to create openings for Benavidez. Once he starts letting his hands go, Morrell Benavidez going to take advantage of that.
Brian, in the last 3 rounds, Benavidez has a 63-35 edge in punches landed.
You know, I talked about poking the bear, in this case the monster. Very rarely in professional sports do you see people perform better emotional. Benavidez is one of those rare fighters, and when Morrell says, I don't believe in monsters, he's making him a believer right now the way Benavidez is fighting.
Benavidez jabs to the body. Meanwhile, Morrell tries to jab but continues to backpedal. Now launches a left that was partially blocked by the high guard of Benavidez.
We're seeing a lot better jab now from Benavidez. Walking in forward, throwing that straight jab.
And total punches landed. Big edge for Benavidez. Oh, there's a counter left from Morrell.
It's got to be more than one punch at a time.
Yes, I was going to say the same. And there it is, though. We just saw it. Double right, the jab, the right hook, and then the left hand. Need to see more combinations from Morrell. And there's another combination, but now the left's from Benavidez. Oh, beautiful short left hand by Morrell before the escape. Now Morrell's putting together combinations. He heard us. Nice.
Just question, how much can he standing right in front of Benavidez? How many more rounds can he continue to take this punishment?
Benavidez framing Morrell, then going to the body, leads with the left hook upstairs, lands, curling behind the guard. Morrell goes to the body, gets countered upstairs. Beautiful evasion there by Benavidez. Pull back.
Taking them well.
Looking for that pull counter, goes to the body with the right. Left open, the opportunity upstairs for the counter. Morrell didn't bite, but he does land the right uppercut on the inside.
Yeah, Morrell has just never seen this fighting style ever. He's used to knocking these guys out, knocking them down, pushing them back, bullying him. And guess what? The bully, the monster is here.
He's the biggest.
Morrell has been struggling the last couple of fights,
He somehow gets better as the fight progresses. That's the tough equation Benavidez' opponents have to deal with.
Boxing.
Corralled in the corners. Morrell trying to find an escape route. Benavidez keeps him in front of him. Morrell beginning ever so slightly to just tire a bit, known for that conditioning, known for his stamina, as is Benavidez, but again, pressure from Benavidez. Nice jab from Morrell.
That's a big right hand there from Benavidez from short range.
David, number 9.
And we're going to see that educated left from David Benavidez to the body. As a hug.
Speaking of body shots, as we begin round 9, Benavidez has landed 3 times as many body shots as any previous Morrell opponent. Came in with 3 times as much professional experience, and that experience on display here against David Morrell.
Let's not forget what Benavidez said. The body work would be his ticket to the knockout. He still has to be wary of that one-punch power of Morrell, but Benavidez putting together some great rounds here.
And Morrell unable to jab at all, just trying to block, and he needs to establish the stick, as our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, has David Benavidez opening up a 4-point advantage, again unofficially. But as Brian, you mentioned it, and as anyone who's followed David Benavidez's career, the longer this fight goes, the better he gets.
And you saw between rounds, though, Benavidez' corner was dressing above his right eye. A tiny cut, it seems like, not becoming an issue as of now.
And people can say, wait a minute, what about against Bozdik? And we've just mentioned, he went in with injured hands, you guys. The tools of his trade, not to make an excuse, and he will be the first not to make it, but he still dominated Bozdik in the end. And now, trying to do the same here to David Morrell, absorbing all this punishment. Morrell, how much resistance can he continue to give as he eats these body shots, the uppercuts to the face? David Benavidez beginning to try to close the show here in the ninth, but Morrell fights back valiantly. Uppercuts of his own.
Morrell not going away quietly.
No, definitely not. That was a good exchange.
Oh, good 3-punch combination by Morrell. Right hook by Morrell lands.
This is what you get when you get a fully healthy David Benavidez, who, as you mentioned, had that tendon torn in his right hand, the fractured knuckle in his left hand. He said he couldn't do strength and conditioning. Still got the win against a world-class opponent in his divisional debut. But look at him tonight.
Body shot from Morrell.
Morrell's
A
tired.
lot more punches thrown by Morrell in this round.
And now
Tired. Oh, it's out.
obviously finding their footing at 175 as they face off with each other here. And both have thrown almost the same amount of punches, but Benavidez has landed precipitously more.
Benavidez is tired of hitting this dude.
But Morrell
Counters.
trying to find a way on
That's
just backing up
bother,
on the back
but-
foot and not throwing a lot, not
See?
initiating.
Oh God.
Waiting to go there, and the counter from Benavidez. Oh, there's a right hook that landed from Morrell.
What was that jab again?
Benavidez
Best punches.
will be more
Yeah.
economical, but always as efficient. 23 of only 47 in that 9th round, compared to 18 of 57 by Morrell. Morrell's throwing more punches, but not landing as much.
Benavidez took a little bit off his fastball
Yeah,
that round. Wasn't
definitely
as
did.
active, though. Still seemed to get the better of the exchanges. But how about in the corner, the legendary trainer Ronnie Schu's trying to will his fighter Morrell to make this comeback, stay in this fight.
Yeah, they like what they saw in that last round, but again, it had to do a lot with Benavidez
And we
not
saw
throwing as much.
Benavidez outland Morrell as he's done throughout this fight. The only round I sing there, round 2 for Morrell. But it's been all Benavidez in terms of the offense. Not surprising in that respect, but we've yet to see the crisp counters of David Morrell. With regularity.
And the one thing we said coming in, what separates these two? It's the big fight experience.
Yes.
Benavidez has nearly 3 times as many professional rounds as Morrell, who just has 11 pro fights. And you're seeing some of that in terms of how Benavidez is managing his rounds.
I was actually surprised why people have this fight 50-50. I get the power that Morrell possesses, but again, the experience, Benavidez just shown us that he can adjust to any style, period.
And he's fought some difficult ones when you consider someone like Demetrius Andrade.
No doubt.
You look at that run. I mean, David Lemieux, the Caleb Plant fight, Demetrius Andrade, Alexander Bozdik. You know, people call him a weight 30 at 168. Well, he's pulling David Morrell here at 175.
What was a jab again?
This kid, Benavidez, now 28, but at 13 he weighed 250 pounds. Lost 80 pounds in a year, and you talk about a guy with conditioning and stamina. It's incredible because this is exactly what his modus operandi
Let it go, man. One of
Less
the
than a
best.
minute left in the 10th.
And you got to give Benavidez credit. Look, he won a world title at age 20, but he's matured in front of our eyes. There was thoughts that maybe he didn't have the work ethic as other
Tested
fighters.
positive for cocaine, stripped of the title. Scale failed, stripped of the title. But boy, he's found his form since. Look at him now.
A little trinkle of blood coming out of the nose of Benavidez like that.
Yeah, I see that. Definitely a jab from Morrell, something that we have not seen this fight a lot from Morrell, the jab.
There's that lead right hand, one of the money makers for Benavidez. There's a couple jabs from Benavidez, and Benavidez's jab is a bludgeoning one. It's a weapon, not just a rangefinder. 15 seconds left in the 10th. Nice counter right, chopping right hand by Benavidez. Oh, okay, wow, little alley shuffle.
Oh.
There's a right hand again by Benavidez.
11. David, 11.
T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. This is round 11. This battle of undefeated light heavyweights going mano a mano. David Benavidez has stopped 7 of his last 9 opponents. Only
Try it.
Plant.
No.
And in his last fight, Alexander Bozdik have gone the distance. And our Jordan Plant, speaking of the Plant family, reporting that, not surprisingly, Morrell's corner saying you need a KO to win.
Certainly that time of the fight, the championship rounds.
And Benavidez has shattered the record for most total punches landed by any previous Morrell opponent. The previous record was 102 in Morrell's last fight against Kalajic. For Benavidez, it's 189 and counting.
So aggressive, so efficient. This is what pound for pound looks like right here, David Benavidez.
No doubt. And now this round we're seeing Morrell, well, at least at moments, trying to push Benavidez back, trying to steal these last rounds like his corner told him that they needed him.
Those left hooks to the body continue to reap rewards, as do the rights. All the body work of David Benavidez.
But that high guard from David Benavidez, just closing.
Uppercut on the inside. Morrell misses.
Decent.
Body shot.
Oh!
There by Morrell, but it's a chopping right hand again.
Both have decent defense.
The lead right, very effective, as we've seen throughout his career. Morrell trying to sit down on his punches now, coming forward. Left uppercut, body shot. Morrell now has Benavidez on the ropes and again lands some punches, but Benavidez blocking a lot of these shots.
Oh,
yeah,
gotta hit him.
Benavidez telling him, come.
Trying to
It's those straight punches.
Into a place that Benavidez would love to land that finishing blow. He said he would break Morrell's face. Morrell putting up a brave face, but needs to amplify his offense. Time is of the essence here now. Less than a minute remaining in the penultimate round.
But that's like boxing.
He threw a lot of punches, a lot of missed punches.
It takes such a physical toll fighting someone with the style and size of Benavidez.
It has not been the high output fight that we used to see from Benavidez. And it's ruled a knockdown by referee Thomas Taylor. 5, 6, and just like that, here in the 11th, Morrell sends Benavidez to the canvas for the second time in his career. And now Morrell has the advantage in one statistic, but Benavidez looking to make a paper, and he caught him again with a counter.
Rocked him.
Oh, wow.
Bad.
Well after the bell.
Rocked him bad.
But looking at the replay.
So what? For what? He countered, man. Wow. That's on you, bro. That's on you, ref. That's on you, ref. That's on you. What the hell, bro? Shut the fuck up. Good job to get in between these fighters, man.
The first point deduction of Morrell's career. Bounder, take us through this action.
Beautiful combination.
Oh, there it is after the bell.
Right after the bell, and that hurt David Benavidez. Way after the bell.
The 11th, but
Yo, whatever Benavidez was doing at the end of the round anyway, like that was a hissy fit. He was hurt.
He made, Brian, because he
Punching it. But I like that.
And just like that, it was taken away with the point deduction, the first point deduction of his career.
Morrell needed to be dramatic here in the championship rounds.
And the commission has confirmed after
Benavidez getting hurt.
it was a knockdown. Morrell has to go all out.
Morrell is slicker.
Screaming at him in the corner. You've got to think. I think the time for thinking is done. He's got to let it all hang out, and Morrell trying to do just that here now.
It's all or nothing for Morrell.
Right hand to the body by Benavidez, and he rocks Morrell with the left. And Benavidez now sitting down on his punches, clipping David Morrell. Morrell fires back with a couple of right hooks, followed by a left.
They're fighting.
Wow, what a close of the round, what a close of the fight. Both standing right at the center of the ring, exchanging blows.
For as heated of a build as this was, these two let it all hang out here over 12 rounds.
Jab from Benavidez. Morrell. A minute 40 left. Uppercut lands again for Benavidez. Morrell misses with the right. Morrell needs to open the floodgates. Yes, it's been a hard-fought battle. Benavidez bringing the fight to Morrell, but Morrell now tries to come forward, eats a left hook.
Morrell has a cut below his right eye. You can see the swelling
Swelling
intensifying.
under both eyes. Uppercuts occurred, that's the reason.
Benavidez not on cruise control. He's continuing to walk Morrell down here in the final round.
They promised to deliver a knockout finish. They have 1 minute left to do so.
Oh, but his nose.
Benavidez in cruise control. That guy's always fighting.
That's not
His
how
nose
he
busted.
behaves.
Definitely not throwing as many punches as he's
Morrell's nose is busted.
As dominant as he's ever been. But can he close the show? Morrell trying to come back, trying to find that Hail Mary. Flash your heads. Under a half a minute remaining. Lead left hook lands for Benavidez. They have thrown over 1,000 combined punches. Benavidez with a huge edge in total punches landed. Huge edge in
Head
total
off.
shots landed. Total jabs landed. Power punches. It's all David Benavidez as he looks to go to 30-0. And after all of the animosity, this is how you forge respect. This is how you earn each other's respect, and they are showing each other the respect. We take a look at the highlights for one of the most anticipated fights, and yes, it's only February, but boy, did they deliver.
Did they deliver ever? David Benavidez with the body punches, the uppercuts, combinations. 1, 2, 3, 4 punches from David Benavidez. There's a perfectly timed uppercut. But then again, David Morrell would stand his own. He would throw back. Land beautiful jabs. Keep David Benavidez entertained with those shots as well. And there's a knockdown.
Yep, right hook.
Belly's there too, but he touched them, and then the punch that came right after the pound.
And that took away the knockout.
That was a great referee call, though.
The referee,
Was it?
Morrell scores the knockdown, and then later in the round, suffers his first point deduction, but right at the end of the fight, they embrace looking at CompuBox.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement.
The point didn't
we have
make
a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, Steve Weisfeld and Patricia Morse-Jarman both scored about 115 to 111. Judge Tim Cheatham sees it 118 to 108, all three in favor of the winner. He is now the unified WBC interim and WBA light heavyweight world champion, the Mexican monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez.